Some viewers may find the following video disturbing. Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everyone, welcome back to Board Games Unlocked, and today I'm starting a new solo series where I will be going through all of the big campaign boxes for Marvel Champions. Now, I've already done a series of The Rise of Red Skull, but that was many, many years ago, so basically it's a redo, and yeah, because it's kind of an excuse for me to play more Marvel Champions, and I am way behind, because I don't know why I look behind me, because that's where I normally have my Marvel stuff. Yeah, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 big Marvel Champions boxes. It all started with the Rise of Red Skull, but I wanted to make this a little bit different, because in the actual campaign box, you have Hawkeye and Spider-Woman as the two characters that came with it. But there are so many other heroes that came that are with Marvel Champions that I decided to do it completely random. So for the Rise of Red Skull, we will actually be having Nova, or Sam Alexander, and Colossus. So I put these in a random wheel generator, and I spun it, and it came out with Colossus and Nova. And that is who will be going to take down Red Skull. Let's see. Yeah, so this should just be a fun series to go through. And can't really think of anything else. So let's go over our hero, Sam Alexander. He has an alter ego action. Spend one resource of any type to search your deck and discard pile for your Supernova helmet. Add it to your hand. Put in play instead if you paid it with a wild resource. Did I start with that? I did not, but I do have a wild resource that I could use. And then Piotr and Rasputin. Piotr Rasputin, during setup, I add a copy of Organic Steel to my hand. And then Aspiring Artist. Oh yeah, you know what's actually interesting is Nova's ability doesn't even actually have a name. But Aspiring Artist, as a response, after you change to this form, shuffle a Colossus card from your discard pile into your deck. Now, I'm hoping this layout, because I'm trying to keep everything on this playmat. Hopefully, it doesn't get too overcrowded, but we'll see. Might have to make some adjustments. And yeah, let's go ahead and see what's happening in the Rise of Red Skull. Hail Hydra! Immortal Hydra! We shall never be destroyed! Cut off a limb, the two more shall take its place. We serve none but the Master, as the world shall soon serve us. Hail Hydra! So, there is the fun comic, and Avengers Tower. Avengers, come in! This is Nick Fury of S.H.I.E.L.D. Project Pegasus is under attack. An army of Hydra soldiers has laid siege to the facility. What's Fury? Director wrong. Director Fury. What's wrong? Crossbones is leading the assault. We need you there now. Tell your men to hold the line, Fury. The Avengers are on their way. I don't know if that's I don't know what theme that is. So Crossbones is attacking the Pegasus Project facility in the Adirondack Mountains with a small army of Hydra troops. The S.H.I.E.L.D. soldiers stationed there fight desperately to protect the facility, but they are being overwhelmed by Hydra's blitzkrieg assault. They need your help to stop Crossbones from capturing the experimental weapons from being developed to the Pegasus labs. Okay. So is setup. Yep, each player chooses. That's in victory. Okay. So that is that. We are now going up against Crossbones. And Crossbones is 24 health, because there's two characters. While Crossbones has a weapon attachment, his attacks gain piercing. So they discard any tough status. He does not have... he does. He does have weapon attachment. It is the exosuit. I would have assumed that's armor, but I guess it is its own weapon. The exosuit basically is giving him +1 to all... to scheme and to attack. And the attack on Mount Athena. Crossbones is leading an army of Hydra soldiers in a direct assault on the Project Pegasus facility in the Adirondack Mountains. So, when revealed, that's what brought in the weapon. and that will swap whenever there are 6 total threat on it, and it's going up by 2. Okay, well, Nova and Colossus coming to save the day. I've actually never played Colossus because he comes in, I think it's a Mutant Genesis? I think he's in Mutant Genesis, and I haven't made it that far. Okay, so let's take a look. Well, first things first, I think I am going to spend 1 card, which a wild, to search my deck for his helmet, because of course Nova needs his helmet. And that, because it's a wild, it's going to immediately get equipped. So that's it was the Supernova helmet. Yep. Boop. So now he gains the aerial trait, and I can exhaust it to generate a wild resource, which is pretty hot. Yeah, typically the only time I ever play Marvel Champions is whenever like a new set comes in, and I can get the heroes and like standalone scenarios played, but for some reason the campaign boxes I just never do. Mainly because it's like I have this issue now where it's like any type of campaign or series I want to do on the channel instead of on the side. And the plan was to do all Marvel stuff with Brad, who, if you're watching this for the first time, he's the one I do my top 100 with. He's the one that I've done other like Primal series with. So, but because we have so many other campaign games going, it's like it's just not happening. All right, so now he's going to be doing 2 damage with Pierce. Exhaust. I have Jesse Alexander. Shuffle one copy of Connection to the World Mind from your discard pile into your deck. Well, I don't have... Oh, and the Supernova helmet. I'm going to try and do my best to read flavor text. The helmet can hear what I'm thinking, and that makes it do stuff. Alright, so Nova. After you use one of Nova's basic powers, ready Supernova helmet. That's not bad. That's not bad. That's basically 2 resources. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do with that... Okay. I'm going to discard 2 cards to play Champion's Mobile Bunker. Actually, not 2 cards. Sorry, I'll discard... Well... I could... Because I don't have any attack cards in my hand, and that's going to be the best bet right now to fly in and, Hyper Beam Crossbones in the face right off rip. So I think Exhaust Champions would choose an identity with the Champion trait. Do I have the Champion trait? I will whenever I swap. So, boop. Nova! I'm hoping you can see all the cards, too. So I will exhaust this to choose Nova, because he has the Champion trait. He's going to get to draw 2 cards and then discard 2 cards. Okay. Alright, I did get an attack, so not bad. I, funny enough, did get Connection to the World Mind. Man, I don't know anything about Nova now that I think about it. So let's go ahead. When you play, generate a wild resource. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so I could... This would be 1, 2, 3... Yeah, I got it. Okay, neat. Oh, I have to discard 2 cards. That's why I was like, oh, sweet, I have the perfect hand. Yeah. I'll get rid of these 2. Alright. Well, I don't think that's happening. That costs 3. That's quite a bit. So hold on to these 2. Alright, so now, with that being exhausted, I am going to tap my helmet and play Connection to the World Mind for 2. And then going to play No Quarter. His requirement was a red, but I had a wild, so... attack, deal 4 damage to an enemy. Ha-ha! Just come in and take that, Crossbones. punch him through his exosuit. So he's at 20. And there was no excess damage dealt, so nothing really happens. But now I'm just going to go ahead and this isn't really doing much for me. But I'm just going to punch him because there's no threat to remove. So he's down to 19. And that's it. That's my turn. So now we go to Colossus. So he has, after you change this form, shuffle a Colossus card back. And he has plus, he can have one additional tough. That's pretty cool. After you change this form, give Colossus a tough status card. That's pretty hot. I like that. Ooh. Okay, so he's just extremely durable. Oh man, that's cool. So he has a card called Armor Up. If he's in alter ego form, he can just change to hero form, which would then give him a tough status card. Dope! Okay, I see it. I see it now. Okay, well, again, when you make a bit... Oh. Well, yep, this could be great. This could be pretty badass. So I'm going to change to Colossus. And he's a 1/2/2, so I'm not heavy threat removal, just basic. But got resource generation and I got durability. I like. He also has 14 health right off bat. So I'm going to discard a card to play Perseverance. Hero response: after you change form, give your hero a tough status card. Quit your fussing already. You're alive, ain't you? That's Wolverine. So I'm going to give him a tough status card. Boop. And he also, after you change form, give Colossus a tough status card. So now he has 2. Then we are going to play Maid of Rage. When you make a basic attack, which I'm about to, so I'm going to exhaust to make a basic attack. May discard a tough status card from your hero. Arrgh! Don't know how to make that sound Russian. So we will get rid of a tough status card. Oh, he's going to gain piercing. So actually toughness isn't doing shit. But that is going to be 8 damage. So he's down to 11. That's pretty sweet. How do I get rid of that exosuit? I need to spend 1 of each. Damn. I don't have that. That's pretty rough. Okay. Well, I'm going to discard 2 cards. Oh, Maid of Rage goes away. To play Organic Steel. It has 2 counters on it. After tough status cards, discard from... Oh, I could have played that first before I discarded it. So then I can exhaust this card. And then, basically, I could have just given that back to him. So, if I played that first, then did Maid of Rage, then I would have discarded it. Okay. Because I did say discard. So that is going to be his turn. And now we unexhaust everyone. So all that toughness is actually not going to matter right now because he's going to have piercing. And we draw up. His hand size is 5. Did I get any sweet attack? I did get an out. Hey, Boom Girl. Oh, okay. Well, I can remove some threat. And this is healing. Now has 4. So 1, 2. Doesn't matter. That's pretty nice. I imagine Colossus is going to be doing quite a bit of damage. And then this is going to go up to 2. The attack on Mount Athena. And then he's going to activate. So, yeah, when he has a weapon attachment, then he gains piercing. Oh, yeah, that's right. You discard any tough status cards from the target before. It doesn't just bypass it. That's a bad time. So he's going to 1, 2, and he's attacking Nova for 2. I'll take it. I'm not going to defend that shit. Although, I could defend against that. I could... Until anytime Nova defeats and removes the last threat from a scheme, ready Nova and draw a card. Yeah, you know what? Actually, I'm not going to take that. I will defend against it. Keep him at 10, because I have a way to ready him next round. So he'll defend, and then he's going to attack Crossbones, which is unfortunate. I did all that. Although, after a tough... Exhaust this card and remove one steel counter from a give Colossus a tough status card. So, I wonder if that's able to... Like, so, he's attacking. Because he has the exosuit attached, he has piercing before dealing damage. But in response to that, I think this works. I'm gonna exhaust organic steel. I can just get rid of. I'll just get rid of this to give him a tough status card. So it's like went piercing, but in response to that, so in response to the damage, it's 1, 2, 3. But now that organic steel does get it does give him the tough status card. I don't know the window specifically on that, but that is a response to that, to discarding the tough status cards, which came from the piercing. So not quite piercing enough with that exosuit. And then gonna give that to him and to him and Hydra Soldier. Okay. So he has guard. So I can't attack the villain, but I wasn't planning on it, so I can still get rid of the threat. And then a Weapons Master. The weapon attacks you. If they have a weapon attachment, this card gains Surge. Well, he's attacking. You know what? One thing I never... Because the way I've always played it is like, whenever it says the villain attacks you, it's like, does that basically mean that you also draw a another encounter card, or is it just that he does this flat damage? Okay, I never remembered that, but well, so the toughness didn't really matter anyway because he's a weapons master, so that was going to also gain Surge. So he's going to attack for 1, 2, 3. Damn, another weapons master. So 3 damage. I will take it. He has the health for it. And then it gains Surge, so he gets another one, which is a Hydra Soldier. Okay. So they're coming in, and they do not have any flavor text. Alright, so this will go to Crossbones. And now, time to kill some people. Hopefully. Although I don't have a tough status card. Could have done this. I could pay all of this because I don't have a tough status card anymore. I had 2, so that's a real shame. And that guard, that stupid soldier getting in my way, is kind of a pain. I could shuffle a Colossus card back into my deck. So I can also have more cards in my hand next time. Because Made of Rage would be helpful. Where's the guard and patrol keywords and any crisis? Oh. Well, she's actually just kind of helpful in general. That would be getting rid of... I do have quite a few good cards. I have Powerful Punch. When an enemy initiates an attack, deal 4 damage to that enemy. So I can just outright kill the soldier. I have Made of Rage and Organic Steel again. Both a very solid combo. And then I have Shadow Cat. So she actually ignores the guard and patrol keywords. But she costs 3. Could have sworn. Did I get rid of a card that helped bring in... Oh, man. Oh, yeah. Mutant Protectors. When an enemy attacks, put an X-Men ally into play from your hand, exhaust it, and it becomes the defender for that attack. That's definitely not bad. Oh god, I don't know what to do. Because these soldiers suck. Alright. I think I'm going to... Let's bring in Kitty. Kitty Pride. So it's going to cost my entire hand to bring her in. She can actually ignore the soldier, which is not bad. And I think I might have her do that. So I'm going to have Colossus attack and deal 2 damage to the soldier. And Kitty attack and just bypass all that and deal 2 damage to Crossbones. Okay, not the greatest, but I think we'll get something here. So first things first, I'm going to use my Supernova helmet to generate a wild, but I will do light speed flight. Amazing! It's everything Dad talked about. The speed, the power, it's like being a human rocket. Nova said that. I double the number of wild resources when paying for this card. As a hero action, I can remove 3 threat from a scheme. Let's go ahead and remove all of that. See? And then I will discard... Moon Girl. Yeah, Moon Girl, you cost 3 and just basically help me redraw. So, to play Unleash the Nova Force until the end of the round. Each time Nova defeats an enemy or removes the last threat from a scheme, ready Nova and draw a card. So, that's how he got to be ready. And I get to draw a card. Nice. Hey, look, it's Hone Technique. One I already got rid of. It costs 3. And unfortunately, man, it would have been actually really nice. Oh, I can actually do something that would be somewhat helpful. I don't know if it'd be super helpful, but we are going to... This has guard. Because I could just use one of his basic powers to attack and just attack this soldier for 1 damage. But that would ready my Supernova helmet, which would give me a wild, so that I could use that and then 2 other cards in my hand to be able to get rid of his exosuit. Which I just might. Yeah, this sounds like... So I'm going to attack. Deal a damage to the soldier. But because I did a basic attack, I will ready my helmet. Then I will exhaust my helmet, discard 2 cards that have the other icons on it, and that will get rid of Crossbones' exosuit. So now he doesn't have piercing anymore. And then I think what I'll do is, do I want to go to Alter Ego? I might for Colossus. I guess this would have been on his turn. But so we'll do that, and I get to shuffle a Colossus card back into my deck. We will do an Organic Steel. But I'll stick into hero form with Nova, just because he hasn't taken any damage yet, even though since he hasn't, and Colossus has, he still has more health, but I'm basically swapping back to Alter Ego form for Colossus so we can get more cards. Because 4 cards is rough. It's rough. Alright. Well, that's it. So, unexhaust everyone. look very messy. But I think it's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So there's that. And Nova. Crossbones' turn. So this is going to go up to 2. And he's actually going to scheme because it's Colossus, so he's scheming for just 1. Just 1. Nice. Get pretty lucky there. And then he's going to attack for 1. For 2. Do I have a way to ready myself again? I don't. That's okay. I'll just take it. I don't want to exhaust myself. So 2 damage. So he's down to 8. Then, oh yeah, then they're going to attack. So, well, they're going to scheme actually. So he's a scheming. For, now I know the minions don't do anything. And he's attacking. I'm going to risk it. I'm going to take it. That's 6. Alright, so now encounter card for Colossus and encounter card for Nova. The villain schemes. Neat. So, for 1, for 2. Damn it. Damn, just ramped up that. If you're supposed to draw every time it says the villain attacks or villain schemes. Which... You know what? Let me actually, in the learn to play, go to the villain turn. Villain phase. Okay. If the player is a villain and each minion engage schemes, I'm going like way back. Boost card. I feel like dust came from that rulebook. So maybe it's in boost. Boost card 4. Okay. Each time the villain attacks or schemes, the villain is given a face-down card from the deck. Yep. Okay. Got it. Good. Okay, so that advances to 2A. Inside the Project Pegasus facility, S.H.I.E.L.D. agents fight desperately to prevent Hydra from obtaining the Reality Stone stored within. When revealed, reveal the top card of the experimental weapon deck. Which is a laser rifle attached to the villain, so he has a weapon back. When attached villain attacks, the attack gains ranged. Which basically means, I think it just goes, it ignores retaliate. That's a little bit easier to get rid of, though. And here we are. Homesick! God damn it. Okay, yeah, so give this to the Rasputin player. Exhaust Rasputin, or discard this card and each tough status card from your identity. If you discard no tough status cards this way, this card gains Surge. I don't want to exhaust him. So I will actually just... He's like, no time to be homesick. So it gains Surge. And another Hydra soldier. Well, Nova, I don't think you're in it. I don't think you're doing anything. Alright. So now... while your identity has the civilian trait... This card can be spent for any player. It gains the text response after you spend this card for a player. Heal 1 damage from that player's identity. Alright. Well, I could probably at least get rid of these, hopefully. So I think... Damn. Yeah, because I had chased them down, which was after you defeat a enemy, then you can remove 2 threat from a scheme. That was the plan. So I think, I don't really like the cards in my hand, so I'm going to exhaust champions, the champion mode bunker to draw 2 cards. Okay. Yes, I like these. I like both of those. So we're actually going to get rid of these two. So, we are going to attack... This is an event. This is also an event. I might actually be able to do something. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I'm going to get to ready this, but that's fine. So I'm going to attack. I'm going to deal 1 damage to this guy. So there's that. Then, because I have the aerial trait, because of my helmet, I'm going to exhaust my helmet to play pitch... Nope, not pitchback. Actually, no, this will be cool. This will work a little bit better. I will play pitchback. So after your hero attacks, deal 4 damage to an enemy. I'll deal 4 damage to this Hydra soldier, which when defeated, deal the engaged player an encounter card. So that's not awesome. Then I am going to discard a card to play 1 by 1. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. I'm going to deal 2 damage to this Hydra soldier. Not putting him in my discard pile. And then, if that attack defeats that enemy, deal 2 damage to an enemy. So I'll deal 2 damage to this Hydra soldier. So, there we go. So Nova starts zipping around, headbutting all these soldiers, and they're defeated. Not killed. Nova didn't kill them, the brain trauma did. So that's going to be another encounter, and an encounter there. Unfortunately, yes, I did. I got rid of Chase Down and Everyday Hero. I'm like, crap, did I get rid of 2 cards? And the other 2 cards I have, I can't use. Yeah. Okay. So now we are at Rasputin. What do I got? Alright. Not... Ooh. That's actually... These are not bad. These are not bad at all. Okay. So first things first. He still has that ooh, hold on. Damn. It is not a punch. It's like maybe the last 2 cards he had, he can get rid of his weapon. Because piercing is actually, that's a stupid counter to Colossus. Otherwise, I would be just... Crossbones would be dead. He's about to be, though. So, first thing, we are going to change. And I will discard this to play Perseverance, giving him a tough status card. Do I want to get rid of that stupid gun? I might. Yeah, with the cards I have in hand, they're not awesome. I do have his Iron Will card that gives him a +1 Thor, so with 2s across the board, and after a tough status card is discarded, I get to draw a card, which is not bad. But I kind of need to keep the tough in. Otherwise, what's the point? So I am going to discard 2 cards to be able to get rid of that rifle. Give it to me. Give it to me. Ugh. And this is still his level 1. Like, I've just been getting pretty unlucky with my stuff. So then I'm going to get rid of his Iron Will to attach Protective Training to Shadowcat, giving her +3 hit points. So now she has 6 hit points. So now we are going to have Shadowcat attack. And it's going to tick up. Oops. Yep, well, there we go, 2. So 2 damage, 1, 2. And then Colossus is going to attack as well for 2. So Crossbones is at 5. Still in phase 1. That bums me out. Oh, also one thing that actually should have been there. So could have probably gotten rid of some. Oh well. Oh well. And yes, so that's it that I have for everyone. It's 1, 2. I gotta get some damage. Some damage dealing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4. But now he at least has a tough status, so that should be able to help. This is gonna tick up by 2 each time now, so until it gets to 12. So we're at 4. Now he's gonna attack. He's gonna start with Nova for 1, 2. Does he have any way to auto? Damn. Alright, I said I wanted damage. I got it. He actually will defend. Yeah. Yep, he'll defend. So no damage from Crossbones. Then he's going to attack Colossus for 1, 2, 3, but the tough status goes away. So that's nice. It actually came into play. Now we're dealing an encounter card to each player. Alright, so let's see. Assault, cool. The villain attacks you. So for 1, 2. Well, I can't defend, so 2 damage. 1, 2. Then Hydra sidearm. So now when the attached villain attacks, the attack gains range, so it increases his attack. And then Madam Hydra. Madam Hydra cannot take damage while the Legions of Hydra side scheme is in play. Okay. Then over here for Colossus. Caught off guard. When revealed, discard and upgrade or support you control. If no cards were discarded this way, there aren't any. So good thing I actually didn't play my Iron Will, because it would have gone away. Gained Surge. Okay, then he pulls. So he has a sidearm out, and now he also has his gun. I'm just gonna put this here. Has 2 ammo counters on it. So he's just with his pistol and his machine gun out. When Crossbones attacks you, remove 1 ammo counter from this card and discard the top card of the encounter deck. Take indirect damage equal to the number of boost icons on the discarded card. Gross. And then Hard as Nails. When revealed, give the villain a tough status card if you cannot heal 3 damage from him instead. Hey, tough status cards are supposed to be for me. Great. Alright. But that was that. That was a lot of encounters. That could have been worse. So then we'll pass this over to Colossus. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. Damn. Okay. Again, no damage. But I think I can definitely deal with the I could deal with the threat at least, at the very least. I can actually do a couple things. So we're going to have Shadowcat attack. It's basically going to get rid of the tough status card. Then we'll have Colossus attack for 2 damage. 1, 2. Then we are going to we're going to discard the X-Jet to play Bait and Switch. The villain attacks you. Then remove 4 threat from a scheme. Or do I want to save that? Yeah, okay. Now this will work. 4 threat from a scheme. So he's going to attack for... Oof. Okay, hold on. Whenever carbon... Oh, this could be gross. Okay. Whenever Crossbones attacks, remove 1 ammo counter from this card and discard the top card of the encounter deck. Take indirect damage equal to the number of boost icons. Okay, so he's going to shoot 2 indirect damage. So he's down to 9. And I don't know if that's in... if that's like also forced interrupt when Crossbones attacks you. I don't know if that's in like if it replaces his regular attack or if that's just in addition. I'm gonna say that is his attack. But that does get rid of all the threat on there. That's pretty cool. 3 damage. Okay. I think I can at least beat his phase now. And we are going to, with that, we are going to swap to, I'm at 9, not 0. I'm going to swap to Alter Ego, which allows me to shuffle in a Colossus card into my deck. And we're going to do Made of Rage, because I need to start doing way more damage than I actually am. After Madam Hydra schemes or attacks, place 2 threat. Okay, well there is no Legion of Hydra side scheme in play. So now's the time to actually... And it doesn't say to put it into play, so now's the time to actually try and get rid of her. And I think I can with the cards in Nova's hand. Okay, so that is... Oh, but I will discard this to play Perseverance because I changed form to give him a tough status card. Because he's tough even in human form while painting. Now, we're going to do some cool stuff. Yes, we are. So first things first is we are going to... Deck an aggression card, discard this way to your hand. Alright. So we... Well, actually, let's do Champions, Mobile Bunker, and draw 2. God damn it. After you play an attack card... After you play an attack event, exhaust this card, your hero gets +1 attack until the end of the event phase. Damn. That would have been helpful. Yeah, I guess we'll get rid of... I was actually kind of hoping... I couldn't remember if Nova had the staples Strength, Genius, and Energy. I was hoping to draw one of those. But we are going to do Supernova Helmet and play Pot Shot and deal... Okay, so first we're going to do is we're going to play Unleash Nova Force. Until the end of the round, each time Nova defeats an enemy or removes the last threat, I can ready and draw a card. So then we're going to Pot Shot Crossbones. Pachoo! That never gets old! So that will defeat him, or defeat phase 1, so that will ready him and draw a card. Cool. I like that. Yes. So now we are going to I don't remember okay, so attachment 3. I don't remember if the villain... Okay, villain defeat. If it gets rid of that. Carryover. Cool. Alright, so now... he's in stage 2. When revealed, search the encounter deck and discard pile for his machine gun and attach it to... Well, he has his machine gun already. Good deal. Alright. And he has 28 health. Which is okay. That is not the worst. But with that... I am going to, because I think I can also defeat her while I'm at it. I just need to, that's going to be 1 damage. Yes. Yeah, it's going to be overkill, I think. And I might also just have both of them go to alter ego. Yeah, so we're gonna attack. We'll attack Crossbones. Why not? 1 damage. Take that! And I do have the cards to get rid of that sidearm. But he's not attacking this round. So after I attack... Oh, this becomes ready. Then we are going to discard No Quarter to play Pitchback. And after here attacks, deal 4 damage to an enemy. We'll do it to Madam Hydra. Then we will... I mean, they're also scheming. So that would be... So 2 would go on that, then 2 more. Plus whatever that is. That'd be 2, 4, 6. That'd be halfway. But, you know what? So let's actually... I think I can hopefully get rid of a bit of threat. Yep. So then we'll pot shot Crossbones for 4 damage. 23. Because I think it's time to go be Sam Alexander for a little bit. Very close to my name. Because my middle name's Alexander. That might be his last name, which would be stupid. Alright. And the Legion of Hydra side scheme isn't in play. Which it probably will be now. And now we shall draw. So 6 cards each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It's a solid reset, especially with no threat on the main scheme. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so we know 2 is going on there. Let's also see... Oh, that's nice. Oh, connection to the world does not count towards your hand size. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then to see if there's any hero response. I did get Made of Rage. That's actually pretty good. Yeah, this is actually a great hand for both of them. So we'll see how that goes. Okay. So now he is going to scheme for 2, for 4. Damn. So that's 6, and 8. Then this is up on him. So boom, Hydra regular. Okay, well he has Incite 1. So that's going to add 1 threat, so it's at 9. And then for him, it is Raid the Armory, Incite 1. God. Every time I go back to Alter Ego for him, I mean, to be fair, we're not actually actively trying to stop him. Discard cards from the top of the encounter deck until a weapon attachment is discarded. Reveal that card. From the encounter deck until... a weapon attachment is discarded. That's armor. Hey, there's Legions of Hydra. So that's in the discard pile. Till a weapons attachment. Well, they might have all been... Yeah, they might have all been... gone. Well... No weapons, no weapons to add for you. Sucks to suck. That's okay. He's about to get his world rocked. Even though I'm probably going to have Nova... I'm probably going to have Nova recover because he only has 4 HP. And the Hydra regular says, when you consider the kind of person would join a terrorist organization bent on world domination, it's easy to see why Hydra's troops don't impress. Jessica Drew said that. Did she? I wonder where they get those quotes. If they actually pull them from comics. You never really think of flavor text like that. It's like, did they just make that up? Or they just like, I don't know. Quotes from comic book heroes on Hydra. Google or Chat GPT. Alright. So now this goes here. And this... Ooh, this is actually going to be a great... Yeah. When a friendly character taking amount of damage from attack, prevent 3 of the damage to be paid to this card. Ooh. That's actually pretty cool overall. Yeah, we got this. We got this. Oh. Alright. Although I don't think I'm going to play Miss Marvel. So, we're going to discard that one to play 1 by 1. Deal 2 damage to an enemy if that attack... Oh, I have to be in hero, so... That's your hand. Well, I have my Supernova helmet, so we are going to recover. So I have 7 hit points. Then we're going to swap. Now we're playing 1 by 1 to deal 2 damage to an enemy. Boop. Which will get rid of Madam Hydra. And then I defeated her, so we'll deal 2 damage to another enemy. So that was cool. And then... with that being the case, I am going to play Connection to the World Mind. Doubles number of wild resources for playing. I'm going to play Lightspeed Flight to remove 3 threat from a scheme. And let's get rid of some that are on there. And unfortunately... although, yeah, I don't think I can beat him. Actually, I will do Champion's Bunker. To draw 2 cards and discard 2 cards. Huh! Let's actually discard 2 cards. And then we will play Supernova Helmet to play another Lightspeed Flight and get rid of 3 more. So that's 1. And bring this down to 4. Nice. Yeah, I like that. I'll go through my deck pretty quickly, though. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll have 1 more. So that was Nova. Did a lot of threat removal. I like that. Now we got Colossus. That could be helpful. Villain attacks to remove. Yes. Yeah, this is going to be pretty sweet. Yeah, so straight up, going to go ahead, go to Colossus. And after I change this form, he gets a tough status card. Which is going to be awesome, even though he has piercing and stuff, but that's okay. We are then going to... yeah. We're going to have Kitty attack. She's actually been very helpful. 2 damage. 1, 2. Then we're going to have Colossus attack. And we get rid of a tough status card to play Made of Rage. Whenever you make a basic attack, discard a tough status card. It gets +6. So it's 8 damage. Knocking him down to 13. And then Yes. Yeah, okay, this could be kind of cool. So I'm going to discard a card. Well, I'm going to... Yeah. And discard a card to play Bait and Switch. The villain attacks you. Remove 4 threat from the main scheme. And so he's going to attack. So that's going to get rid of his last gun. And it's going to be 2-3 damage. But Nova is going to discard this to play Force Field Protection. When a friendly character would take any amount of damage from an attack, prevent 3 of that damage. So that was 3 damage. So that's prevented. And that was paid for with a wild resource. So 3 damage is going to go onto the enemy. So it reflects back on him. This is gone. So that, and whenever an enemy initiates an attack, I'm going to play Powerful Punch and deal 4 damage to that enemy. Wrong deck. Cool. Alright. So, there we go. Down to 6. That was hot. I like that. That was fun. Oh, and I did get to remove 4 threat from the scheme. It's actually a really good combo with these guys. For some reason, I thought Nova dealt a lot of damage. He generates a lot of wild resources, which is cool. That goes a long way. And this is actually very fun because, again, I have done this before with Hawkeye and Spider-Woman, and Hawkeye, I think Hawkeye's rough to play. I imagine they'll probably be redoing his character, because they redid Black Panther, and they kind of redid Captain America with Falcon. So they might do Kate Bishop and just kind of redo Hawkeye. Because that seems to be what Fantasy Flight's doing now. They're just kind of redoing new stuff. But that is the end of the hero phase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Not quite ready to draw, so I don't have to give myself an encounter card. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Boop. And yeah, they're really not finding the Infinity Stone. So just 2. Now it's going to be Hurt City. Kind of. So, he's attacking. He's going to attack Nova. I'm going to pass that to Colossus. But he is attacking Nova for 3 damage. For 5 damage. I'll block it. I'll block 2 of it. So, 1, 2, 3. And... oh, he's almost... Hold on. Do I have the... damn. Yeah. Alright, so then he's going to attack Colossus, and he does have a weapon, so he is going to pierce. So it's... do I have anything that's whenever a tough status card? No reaction. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. So he's going to be taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage, but I got lucky, and I'm going to get rid of that card to play Force Field Protection. So it could prevent 3 of that damage. So this could be 1, 2. And I did pay for it with a wild resource, so that's another 3 damage back. So he has 3 health left. And... yeah. So that was that. I could have been blocking with Kitty this whole time, but I really don't need to. Yeah, there's Colossus's damage cards. So now, yeah, this is him. Hydra Soldier has guard. So, alright, and Crossbones' armor. When Crossbones take any amount of damage, place it here instead. If there are 5 or more damage here, discard Crossbones' armor. Damn. Okay, well, his armor is coming into play at the right time. I don't think it's quite going to be enough. It is not going to be enough, luckily. It might be enough. Hold on, because I forgot I had this guard. Okay. It is not. I think I am just going to be able to do the 3 damage. Because it's Crossbones' turn. Oh, no, never mind. I'm going to be able to do it. So, I'm going to discard 2 cards and play Steel Fist. Comrades, let us end this battle once and for all. Deal 5 damage to an enemy. You may discard a tough status card from your hero. I don't have any, so 5 damage. It just immediately crumples his armor. Just... And then I can have Colossus and Kitty attack for 4 damage. And Kitty actually stayed alive. I forgot that I couldn't. I was thinking that it was just going to be the 5 damage. And then Colossus would be able to attack. But luckily, I also had another Steel Fist. But then I was going to be able to... So I thought he was going to have 1 HP left. And then I was going to be able to pot shot with Nova to destroy this Hydra soldier and then attack for 1 damage to get rid of it. But that wasn't the case. And we are victorious. So we get to choose one of the tech upgrades and record the name of each experimental attachment that entered the game in the campaign log. I forgot about these campaign logs. Added to the encounter deck. Got it. Only 2, I think. Yeah. So, and I'm not playing on like hyper diff expert campaign where their HP carries from round to round. So I will add their tech upgrades, and yeah, so then we go right here where it says, as the dust settles at Project Pegasus, give up, Crossbones, game over. It's so funny. It's like that's Captain Marvel, and it's like she kill him in 1 punch. You fools! I never wanted the tech. I just needed to give Madam Hydra time to make off with the stone. And now I'm here to cover her escape. Absorbing Man! Oh no! Yeah, it's always wacky whenever you know like how powerful some characters are. It's like, oh, that regular human Madam Hydra, bzz, and she's dead. Alright. So that was that. Absorbing Man, bzz, he's dead. Alright, so that was scenario 1 for the Rise of Red Skull. Next up will be scenario 2, with Nova and Colossus. So I hope you're enjoying. Stick around for the rest of the series. Like, comment, share, and subscribe, and have a wonderful whatever time of day it is for you.